guys, that time again is arms day and specific big ass biceps. Guys, we haven't done that for a while, so today I'm giving you my favorite 3 supersets. So that means 3 supersets, 2 exercises, 6 exercises in total, biceps total burn. We're focusing on isolating the inside, we're focusing on isolating the outside, we are focusing on the width, and we are in general going to be building the biggest biceps you can possibly get. So this is my 3 go-to supersets if I want to elevate my biceps game. So check it out, guys. Let's go. Time to build, man. So you know, guys, that there is no better feeling than feeling that your biceps and your triceps are filling out their t-shirts. There is no muscle that is going to make you look more trained than your arms. Second comes shoulders, third comes neck, and thereafter comes everything else. But arms is the number 1 because they are mostly visible. Plus, there is nothing that is more fun to train than biceps and triceps. But today is 3 supersets for biceps only. Now, why do you want to be doing supersets? I use a lot of supersets in my sessions because then you can just smash out in one go 2 exercises. 1 heavy compound exercise. That's the reason, and that's how you want to be starting out. Every single exercise you choose have to be heavy because, guys, doesn't matter. The best exercise, if it's too light for your muscle, it's still not going to grow it maximally. So you have to go heavy. And a superset system is perfect for going heavy. Because when you are going heavy, you are going to be explosive. You are not going to be able to isolate perfectly, but you are going to be breaking down every single muscle fiber. So that means growth is going to come faster than if you would be isolating and doing perfect movement. But you don't never want to be skipping doing perfect movement because that lets you, number 1, focus on the correct form. Number 2, focus on the time under tension. And number 3, target a certain part of a specific muscle. So for example, inside or outside on the biceps, or you're training width, or you're training the heel on your biceps. So that's why I use supersets. On the first of a superset, first exercise, I'm always going heavy. And this is exactly how you want to be going. And I'm going to be showing you what you want to be thinking about when you're doing the heavy curls with dumbbells. That's how we're starting. And then directly after, as soon as you cannot finish one more rep, you're dropping those dumbbells, taking something significantly lighter. That means I'm doing 30 kgs on the first and 16 on the second. And then you're pumping out double hammers. Why double hammers? Because we are focusing on that outside isolation. So guys, this superset is my go-to superset when I'm starting a just bicep session, going heavy and isolating. And this is how it should look. But first, what do you want to be thinking about? So number 1, guys, in any exercise, but in arms specifically, is to focus on your grip. You have to have a good grip because the angle on your hands and the firmness of your grip is going to totally dictate the range of motion and the angles that you're doing in. So number 1 to focus on the grip is start using chalk. My chalk or anybody else's chalk, but my chalk is going to make you grow faster than any other chalk, I guarantee. Yes. Guys, chalk, trust me, this is something that I've been using all my life. Most athletes, what kind of weight sports they are doing, they are using chalk. Chalk is the shit. That's why I released this product. I never release anything that I don't use myself and never not believe in myself. So, chalk is number 1. Wait till it dries, make it become white before you start going, dry it in your hands, and now your hands are ready to grip. No sweat, you have perfect connection with the weights. Number 2 is where do you place the hands? Now you want to place the hands a little bit on the inside. So when you're going to be curling the weight, your hands wants to be a little bit on the inside of the weights. You're going to have better control and you're going to be able to totally twist the dumbbell. That means lay the dumbbell down. What happens when you lay the dumbbell down? Inner biceps gets maximal engagement. So that's the second thing you want to be thinking about. The third thing is, now it's going to be heavy. It's not about perfection. You have to get it in movement. So you move your hand back a little bit. Start is you moving your hand forward, and on that momentum, you twist your hand and keep curling all the way up. And now on the way down, you come back and do the same thing. Continue a little bit backwards so you can get some speed, so you can lift heavier than you could do in a perfect execution. But never move the speed so much that it is just a swinging movement. This is not kettlebell swings. Although kettlebell swings are amazing, and soon you're gonna have a full kettlebell program on my PRIMAL Fit app, but that's later. But guys, don't swing it. You just wanna get it in movement so you can actually curl a little bit heavier weight than you want. And this is how it looks in action, guys. And then I explain to you what you do on the superset. Woo! And directly into the superset. And the only thing you want to be thinking on in the hammers is that you want your elbows tight and the dumbbells going a little bit to the outside. You don't want to do the reverse where your elbows is out and dumbbells going into the inside. So just squeeze everything tight and work a little bit to the outside. This is how it goes in action. Full range of motion, always hands extended, and here you're not using any swings. This should be perfect isolation. Woo! I love this superset, guys. You will probably hate it, but you will learn to love it. All right, one down. Like, subscribe, share, put notifications on, and drop me a comment if you survived. 2 more to go. Let's go. All right, guys, now you maxed out a heavy superset. You've worked every single part of the biceps on the normal dumbbell curls, and now you focused on isolating the outside on the hammers. But it's not the best outside isolating exercise. It is isolating the outside, but hammers are mainly for building width. Well, this superset is going to be focusing in both exercises, both on width, so it is a type of hammer, but also on isolating the outside, this part of the biceps, and building the V shape between the delts and the biceps. And trust me, this biceps exercise that I'm going to show you now, the first one, is better at building the V shape than any kind of shoulder exercises. This is a key. So if you haven't done this, I've showed this one time before, I think. So if you haven't done this, give it a try, but you have to do it perfectly. If you do it even a millimeter wrong, it totally loses its functions when it comes to the V building. It still hits the biceps, but it just doesn't build the V. But if you do it perfectly, this is the absolute best thing you can do to get a mad V shape. And I mean, this shit does look good, right? And everybody's hunting that because that is a hard muscle to isolate. And this is the only exercise you need to isolate this one. So now, guys, you will have to go down in weights from the previous round because this is totally different exercises. Both are isolation exercises in different ways. First one hitting the V, second hitting the outside of the biceps. Now, what do you want to be thinking about in these exercises? First of all, guys, in the first set, in the heavy dumbbell curls, max it out. Max it out. Your biceps has to be already dead. You have to feel that pretty much you're already done with your biceps training. And that is when we are only 30% into the whole session. But guys, if you want to be knowing exactly how many sets, how many reps you should be doing, this is the kind of things that I am preaching in my app. I'm programming you guys exactly how it should be done. And why I'm not giving it to you here on YouTube? Because guys, sorry, but it's not raining manna from the sky. I have to make money. I'm giving you as much free value as I can, but something I have to get back, and that price of couple of bucks that you have to invest in my app that will give you the best programming on the planet, programmed by me with an AI nutrition calculator, macro calculator, exact diets if you want to gain muscles, if you want to lose weight, everything that I preach here, but in a second to be understood directly. The price is pretty much for free. So guys, check my app out. My link is in the bio. But all right, now let's get cracking on with the exercise. So step one, grip in the middle. You don't want to be gripping, holding the dumbbell on this part of your hand. You're gripping in the middle, and for that you need chalk, guys, because otherwise your hand is going to be sweaty and sliding. So you grab hard and squeeze your hand. Coming up, and now rounding your shoulder forward. This is that important. You are doing the anti-power position. Rounding your shoulder forward. You're moving this dumbbell to this hip. So my hand is on an angle. This part of the dumbbell is touching my hip. And from here, you are swiping your body. So if you have a white t-shirt, you should have dumbbell marks on that t-shirt. And you are swiping it as close to your body as you can. Coming up and touching the shoulder. Yes, you have to touch the shoulder. That's the full range of motion. And the way down is more important than the way up. On the way down, you have to hold against. And you're finishing exactly where you started. if the dumbbell starts coming back here, you're totally losing that V-shape building part of the exercise, and this is why we are doing it. So make sure that the dumbbell can be here, and trust me, I'm using 16 kgs. You should start this probably at 6-7 kgs. You're gonna feel exactly this part burning. So don't go heavy on this on the first set if you haven't done it. So up here to the hips, rounding forward, close to your body, and curling all the way up. Now the closeness to your body is very important, guys. See, the dumbbell is touching my chest. It cannot be starting to coming out here. Your hand will want to do it because that's the easier way. Why? Because then the biceps works more and you are not anymore isolating the V shape on the delt. So roll it close to your body. And I guarantee you, you will feel how this is burning, because you can see it on this video where the initiation comes from. Woo, God damn it, that's a hard one. Hip, close to the body. Take a look at that V shape. Look what's happening. You can see how much it's working. And when you max that one out, directly into the superset. Now again, you need to go down in weight. So for me it was 16 kg, and here I'm doing with 10 kg. So you need to do a big drop on this one, because now we're doing two hands at the time. And we're still doing the same movement, but it looks a little bit different because we are targeting a different part of the biceps. And this is what you want to be thinking about in this part. All right, guys, what you want to be thinking about in this part is the same. Shoulders forward, rounded, dumbbells starting close together, coming up close to your body. So you don't want to be doing a normal hammer curl. Close to your body. Your elbows will be flaring out, but at the end of the exercise you have to squeeze them together, because that is when you are putting maximal tension on the biceps, and especially on the outside of the biceps. And trust me, guys, don't sleep on this one, because a lot of guys, they have built on the inner side of the biceps, but then when they tense it, it just looks empty here. And trust me, this part is a big part of the biceps, and this exercise kills that part. So do it exactly like this. Shoulders forward, rounded, dumbbells together, close to your body, elbows squeezed in, coming back, opening the hands fully. So you don't restart from here, because then you're not stretching the biceps out. You're stretching maximally out, squeezing maximally in. Maximal stretch, maximal squeeze. Do it perfectly, guys. Otherwise, it loses the whole function. This is how it looks in action. I guarantee you guys, you will be feeling exactly burn here. This is sick exercises. Well done, boys. 2 supersets done, and the third one to go. And the third one, I fucking love it. It's a killer. Now we're gonna be focusing more on the inside. So keep watching, boys. All right, guys. And the last superset we're gonna be doing is gonna be focusing on the inside on that biceps. 2 exercises. First one, heavy as hell. And for the first one, what we're gonna be using is the cable cross straight bar curl. Why cable cross? Because it puts a different angle than if you're doing barbells. It is pulling you a little bit forward, so at the top you have to work against not only the gravity, but also against the angle the cable is pulling you forward. So it actually requires more tension on your biceps. So this is for the inside. And on the cable cross, you want to be going heavy as hell. It doesn't matter if you cheat a little bit, but what is the most important thing here is that you are working in full range of motion. So you don't come up here and finish. You take your elbows forward, come up and curl it as high up as you can, squeeze it, and on the way down, guys, focus that your elbows doesn't escape backwards, because we want to be having the hardest angle. That's the whole reason we're doing the cable cross. So if you start escaping backwards, you're just easing it up for yourself, then this exercise loses the reason we are doing it for. So focus on arms in front, coming up all the way. On the bottom, you are finishing with your arms in an angle. Your elbows should be in front of you. And in general, stand in a power position, keep your body tense, because you're supposed to go heavy. Now I'm going for semi-heavy because I've been filming for a while, but it's 70 kilo, which still is quite some weight. And you will feel that weight on the back as well. So you have to keep your traps tense, your power position, everything tight. Nothing is moving except your arms up and down, all the way up, guys. And directly after this, now you max those reps out. When you feel that you cannot come up all the way, you cannot squeeze anymore, drop down to an easy bar directly. And on the easy bar, I'm going to show you what you want to be thinking about, but there we're going to be going lighter and totally isolating only the inside. So let's go. This is how it goes in action. And you see, guys, at the end, you saw how much I was struggling. That's exactly where you want to be finishing, when you can't hardly come up all the way up. That's the last rep. All right, now on the easy bar, you want to have a super wide grip. So you see the easy bar, guys, it has all of these bendings. You want to be holding outside of the bendings. Why? Because their width is going to automatically isolate away the outside of the biceps and focus mainly on the inside. Your hand is going to be super twisted. That means inside is working maximally, guys. So just grab it as wide as you can. Keep your elbows as much to your body as you can, and the same angle. Hands in front, all the way up, squeeze. Now a tip to this is focus on squeezing with the pinky. Engage the pinky. So your focus is not on squeezing the whole hand, you're squeezing maximally with the pinky, and you will feel that you're tensing the inside a little bit more. And for that, guys, you need chalk, because when your hand is sweaty, and by the time you're finishing these 3 supersets, you should be sweaty as hell, you won't feel where your grip is. So use chalk. This is how it goes in action. You see super wide grip, right? Woo. And the drop set you should, or the superset, but the weight drop you should be doing on this superset is around 50%. So you see I had 70 kg on the cable and only 30 on the easy bar. Guys, this is my 3 favorite supersets when it comes to building biceps like this. Like, subscribe, share, put notifications on, drop me a comment. I want to hear what you thought about this session. And that's it, guys. Time to build, man. Au.